Hey everyone.
Hello.
Hello from Antigua.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, let us know if you can hear us, because there's quite a bit of wind noise out here on the balcony. There's a lovely breeze, but if you are there, if you can let us know, then that'll be great. So I already see Tina's here, which is brilliant because Tina messaged earlier on Instagram saying she wasn't sure whether she'll be able to make it. So thanks for coming. There's quite a lot of glare on my glasses, as you can see, because we tried facing with the beach around behind us or the view, which we'll show you shortly, but it was too bright. Our faces, you couldn't see our faces, which probably is not a bad thing. Ah, hey there, Sue. Sue's in the house, and Philippa's here. Hi, Philippa. I've just been just done your cabin review, and went out to the Patreons and the YouTube members today for their early access. So thanks again for letting us show around that on Queen Victoria, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
And I wanted to just give Andy was the first one here as well. So hi there, Andy.
Yeah.
Lovely to see you.
Yes. And if somebody just could say if they can hear and see us loud and clear, I'd be very grateful, because lots of people are saying hello, but I don't know if they're saying hello to us or everybody else in the chat.
Oh, look at you, tech man, trying to check everything.
And yes, I am drinking coffee because I just woke up.
We've been napping so much, haven't we? We're in so chill out zone. It's been amazing. Loud and clear, Sheila's saying. So, and Elaine's here. First time you've made it to a live. So thank you so much for joining, Elaine. That's brilliant. So let's see. Jerry Capstick's here. Nice to see Jerry. Oh, I just clicked on you, Jerry, and you didn't come up. I want to apologise to Jerry because I got you muddled up, didn't I, on the last live? And I apologise for that.
Luckily, Jerry, I'm here to be the voice of reason, because honestly, she doesn't remember my name half the time, so I wouldn't feel bad about it.
Ah, dear. Oh, so great to see so many people here. We've got Travel Johnny and Will. Scott's here, and Tony. Philippa said you went on a sneaky Queen Victoria 4 nights at the weekend. Oh, where did you go? And that was a sneaky one.
Yeah.
And Sandra is hearing us loud and clear from Canada. And I just seen one, which where's it gone? From New Zealand. Yes, Elizabeth's here from New Zealand. Mad, isn't it?
Yes.
Still blows our mind that everyone from around the world just stops to say hi.
Well, of course, today it's mad that people in England are watching us, because we're so far away.
Well, we were paranoid that we were going to get the times wrong because we're 4 hours behind England.
And when we say we were paranoid,
yeah, I thought, oh God, if we've given everyone the wrong. Anyway, we're here to talk to you from. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up. All the comments are coming in thick and fast. But we're here to talk to you about Antigua. We've had a fantastic week here at the Verandah Resort. It's been our first beach holiday since 2019, and you know what? It's been heavenly. We're in so total chill out mode. We're snoozing about 5 times a day, aren't we?
It's nice to see that no matter where we are in the world, Carole still hasn't got the ability to speak properly.
No, exactly. So Rose is there, Francis. So nice to see you all here. That's brilliant. And Kathleen's just, wind's blowing my thing over. Kathleen's just saying she started watching our cruise vlogs. Brilliant. So, and we've also got some newbies for the first time. So we don't normally do our lives on a Wednesday. It's just we're flying tomorrow, so we couldn't do it on a Thursday. It's normally Thursday at 7 p.m. UK time. However, we have been trying to be a bit flexible, and we will be over the next 6 weeks, really, because if you haven't seen our previous lives, we're off to Australia, aren't we, in 3 weeks' time?
Yes, hopefully that still all goes to plan, because there was a bit of doom and gloom coming out of there with a cruise recently, so hopefully that won't affect us.
Yeah.
So, but we couldn't do the live tomorrow because I think it's about coincides with us being on an aeroplane.
Yes, so that would have been a bit bizarre. Yeah. So, Sheila's just said about the Queen Anne launch. Yeah, we were due to be on the inaugural cruise. inaugural cruise.
The first cruise.
Yes,
the first one.
The first one in January, on January the 4th, 2024. And that's been put back now till May. In some ways, we're quite glad because we thought going down to Portugal in January, the weather wasn't going to be brilliant, so we wouldn't be able to enjoy the outside areas of the ship so much. Now it's been put back to May. We're actually quite relieved that we're able to hopefully have better weather, and it suits us as well because that leaves our winter free. And after having this week in Antigua, we were talking just earlier when we were at the grill bar, which is one of our favorite spots on this resort, about doing more of the Caribbean and having a land-based holiday, or basing ourselves maybe for 6 to 8 weeks in Miami or Fort Lauderdale, so that we could just island hop to the Caribbean, or even hop on some cruise ships from Miami.
Now, when this conversation started, it was going to be 4 weeks.
Yes.
And then
now
when we were talking
8.
about it earlier, it was 4 to 6. Now it's 6 to 8.
Yes.
So by the time this live is over, we could be moving there for the rest of our lives. I don't know.
No, I don't think we will. But it could be spending December and January in Florida. How awesome would that be? And that gives us access because we've loved being back at the beach, haven't we? It's been it's just been so lovely. The Verandah Resort that we're in is Elite Islands, and they've got a few hotels in this area. One, I don't know if we can show you.
Oh, just be careful. It's like dropping the.
But we're opposite here. We couldn't face this way, but opposite here, look at our view we got from our balcony. It's amazing. And that's Hammock. Is it Hammock Cove, Pauline?
Hammock Cove.
Yes, which is one of Elite Island's newer resorts. But we've been very, very impressed with them, haven't we?
Yeah,
we've had great service. Eric, the manager, has been awesome. You see him everywhere. He talks to everyone. And we've just loved I think the difference between a cruise and this is that we love cruising, as you know, but your days are really full, aren't they? Oh my God, the pelican. We've got 2 pelicans that keep flying past.
You would have seen it just fly over our show as well.
Yeah, diving obviously for food. Hopefully they don't dive this way. What was I saying?
Eric, the manager,
yes, the staff here at the Verandah. If you ever consider coming to Antigua, it's a fabulous choice. It's on the east of the island. It's next to its sister resort, Pineapple Beach Club, which we had a free pass to yesterday, where we met the boat for the stingrays, which was bizarre, wasn't it?
Oh, yes.
That was quite scary, but really good. But yeah, so it's proved to be a really good choice. We're going to put a review video together, aren't we, about our week here? So that will be hitting you guys hopefully in the next month. But if you've got any questions about Antigua, about this resort, please pop them in the comments, because we'll happily answer them. And at the moment, if you've liked what you've seen, if you followed us on Instagram and Facebook, they've currently got a sale on, haven't they? Ooh. So there you go. So let's go down to the questions, see what we've got here. Yes, we hear the weather at UK's rubbish, but it is, isn't it? November, December,
and I'd like to
which
say,
is why we should spend 2 months in the Caribbean next year.
Or, 8 months. I'd like to say, Steve, I'm sorry to hear that the weather's bad, but I'm not.
Oh dear. So Susan, looks like having a fab time in Antigua. Can't wait to visit Antigua January on cruise. Yeah. It's a beautiful island. We've done a few things. If you've been watching us, we've been to Shirley Heights, which is the lookout, the old military lookout, for a Sunday night party, which was really good fun. We've done the stingrays, which was, felt like, it was silky, rubbery things.
Just odd.
Yeah.
Just really odd.
We were glad we were the first boat there, weren't we?
Yeah, we timed it just right because there was only about 10 people on our boat.
Yeah.
Thought, this is a right result.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, long story short, you go to this area, none of the stingrays are caged in. They just know that when the boats turn up, they're going to get
It's a big sandbank, isn't it?
It's just a sandbank. So as soon as a boat pulls up, all the stingrays come.
They hear the noise.
And you can stand, and it's sort of up to your chest-ish. So you can
depends on how tall you are,
or up to your chest, or 2 foot above your head, depending on your height. And then we were lucky because we got to interact with loads of stingrays, but then about another 5-6 boats turned up, and it was just like an absolute bonfire then. But we got about 15-20 minutes where it was almost like a private tour. And if we'd have been the last boat there, I got to be honest, I was very disappointed. But because of the way around we did it, we really dropped lucky, and it worked out well.
It did, and we had some lovely people in our boat, didn't we? And it was great. So if something I was a bit scared about doing, I thought I want to do it, but they give you very clear instructions about, because obviously if they still have those, what do you call them?
The
barb on their tail. So they tell you how to be gentle and just to touch them, not to lift them. And when you're walking, you'll just walk very slowly. There's always some people out there that you just think, oh my God. This one guy said, I'm going to jump in. The guy said, whatever you do not jump in, because if you land on top of, but he just did it, didn't he? You think.
Anyway.
Some people just don't.
When you got people like that on tours, you should be allowed to just knock them out.
Well,
but apparently that's frowned upon.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's like the tourism business aren't allowed to do that. But he must have.
I just don't get why people. You're dealing with
don't
wild animals. Why
and this
would
is
you
like
not?
A person who was in like it wasn't like a child. This was a man, a fully grown man, probably 30 or 40 years of age.
But it was a great experience, and I'm glad we've done it.
And it was lovely.
Enjoyed it. And we also did a catamaran trip, which is just from here, the Calypso Cat, and that was great fun, wasn't it?
It was.
Lots of rum. We've chosen not to have. We had a couple of drinks at lunchtime at the grill bar, and I said, "Paul, we can't because we were on the lives." So we've been sensible that we're on the coffee.
Yes.
But we'll be having some more rum later, I'm sure. So let's have a look. A day early though. Yeah, we are a day early with our live because obviously flying back tomorrow. So yeah.
Claire Dreyer's watching from Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, cool. Not far away then, I guess.
No. Well, Carol's moving there apparently.
I'm spending winter there next year. So if you've got any good tips, that's a good thing actually. We've just been talking about maybe renting like a little apartment or something for a couple of months, maybe sort of Miami, Fort Lauderdale area. So then we could access to Miami, access to the airport, so we could spend time just flitting between these beautiful islands. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? So if you've got any ideas or know of people that rent, let us know. Tina's asked.
Or if you've got a spare room, Claire, that'd be great.
No, we don't want. We like our own space, don't we? How great was Swimmers Rays? Like we said, it was amazing. And Elizabeth saying it's already Thursday in New Zealand.
There you go.
Paul's what behind you? Well, don't say things like that. Paul, what's behind you? It's a palm tree.
Yeah.
As far as we're aware, there have been a couple of pelicans.
There was a pelican flew over me shoulder just now, but I never thought I'd ever be saying that on a live. A pelican just flew off my shoulder.
Hawks Travers, glad to see you're having fun as well. We are. We've had a great week. The food's been great here. The entertainment every evening. It's not like a cruise ship where you have obviously big shows and stuff, but by the bar area and main pool, which is a beautiful big area, they've had live music every night.
They have, yeah.
Well, they've had music every night.
If you like reggae music, you'll really like it there. And if you like other types of music, that's it. You ain't gonna get any. It's reggae music.
No, we don't. Well, we've had the DJ nights, haven't we? Where there's been a different music.
And he's played normal music with a reggae beat on it.
Well, we're in the Caribbean pool.
I know.
Last night we had a great night. We had it was called the street party night, and they put all the tables and chairs out right down to the pool and had a steel band. And the sound, it makes me go goose. You know, the sound of the steel band when you're in the Caribbean, it's amazing, isn't it, Paulie? Yes. It was lovely. Antigua,
I was more excited about the jerk chicken on the barbecue.
Paul's full of jerk. She's got jerk chicken up to here. He's ate so much. It's lovely though. We need to get the recipe, don't we, to do it when we get home? But it never tastes the same, does it? When we get home? Antigua looks beautiful. It is. It's a very. Do you know our last experience, or one of our experiences we had in the Caribbean, was in St. Lucia when our friends got married and we went there. And even though it was beautiful, when we went out and about, we felt it was a little bit. What's the word? You felt a little bit on edge because you felt a little bit unsafe. And it was quite a few years ago. But Antigua, everywhere we've been, everyone's been so happy. And even Shirley Heights, which was a big party area, at no point did we ever feel
as safe as houses.
And nobody's overselling stuff to you, where sometimes you get fed up, don't you? People pushing stuff. And one lovely thing about the veranda as well, the beach that's just there is the main beach, which is their own private beach. So, and it's fab. And even on Long Beach, which you can walk to, where Pineapple Hotel is based, there's some people that have got like trading their wares, but they're not harassing you, are you? And it's been lovely. Been really, really relaxing. Paul saying, glad you enjoyed Antigua. Yeah, it is. It's so good to be back. And the water, the blues, isn't it? It's just...
Yeah, and where we are, we're still the Atlantic, so we need to be a bit further out for the Caribbean Sea. But when we've done our boat trips, we've gone into the Caribbean. We actually went to a place called Devil's Bridge, I believe it's called, something like that.
No, it wasn't Devil's Bridge. It was on the trip. It was towards Birds Island.
Devil's something, wasn't it? And it's where the Atlantic meets the Caribbean Sea. So that's somewhere we've a place we've never witnessed before.
Yeah, it's fab. Jealous is glad you're having a great time. The sunny Spain. Oh, we've still got some sunshine there too, so that's good. And Corinne says it looks gorgeous. That's what's the name of Strictly. Yeah, we're Mrs. Strictly, so don't tell us. We're going to catch that out when we get home, aren't we?
Oh, except I already know who's gone out. But...
Oh, do you? Have you seen it? Oh, I haven't seen it on social media. You kept that quiet. Well, good.
I only found out about half an hour ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Amazing to spend. Yeah, a week's just not been long enough. It's just flown by, hasn't it? It's been.
Carole had another moment of Carole-ness where about 3 hours ago she said, "What's stopping us staying for another week?"
I know.
I thought, well, we haven't got any accommodation. Our flights are tomorrow. Our cars at the airport to be picked up tomorrow. Apart from those things, and us not having any money left, there's no reason whatsoever why we can't stay for another week.
I know, but I'm not ready to go home. Not ready at all. So, and Jessica looks not jealous at all. Yeah. Raymond's just saying, hope you're having a wonderful time, Maggie. I'm off to the second ever cruise on 26th on Iona. Just want to say thank you, Ken Goes Cruising Sweetney, for your advice. You haven't seen if Ken's here at the moment. Are you welcome? We're booked to go back on the Iona in February.
Yes.
We want to see and compare, because when we were on, there was only 1,000 passengers. So we want to compare what it's like now, because we've heard mixed reviews, haven't we? So we want to find out at full capacity what it's going to be like. So we're on there in February, which should be good.
John Donovan, which is a very good question. John wants to know who's going to pick up our wave awards tonight. What we're going to do in a minute, we're just going to just pretend, and then we've already got somebody to walk in with a fake award, and we're going to, we just want to thank everybody.
Sorry we can't be there.
Sorry we can't be there tonight.
No. Do you know, we booked this holiday before we even knew that we got to the last 8, and we're very privileged to be the last 8. However, even if we'd been at home, you would have thought, being nominated, you would have got a free invite to the awards, but you don't, and it would have cost us, or we could have got a half-price blogger ticket, but that's still about £167 per person, and then we would have had to pay for a hotel, etc. So even if we'd been at home, it would still cost us about £500 to attend an award ceremony where we've been nominated.
And to be fair, I said to Carole, I can buy Oliver trophy for £500.
Well,
but like, what's the most frustrating?
I'd rather put £500 towards a lovely holiday like this.
What's frustrating is the 8 finalists. Now, we've spoken to most of the people who are in the shortlist, and not one of those people know, because what usually happens is it goes from, not say we don't know this, we've never been nominated before, but it was 8, and then it goes to 3, and they tell you the 3 are, but you don't know who wins it till the night. Well, they haven't even told anybody who the 3 is. And I'm fairly confident that out of the 8 people, I know for a fact that only one of the nominees in that 8, or possibly 2, will be at the ceremony. Yeah, because
everyone's away
cruising.
Everybody
away on holiday. So,
but yeah. So we'll keep fingers crossed. But we're against them, obviously the best in the business, and we wish them all the best, don't we? And we don't.
I don't wish them all the best at all.
But if you're interested to see what goes on the Wave Awards, I know that Travel Blog Jamie's there at the moment. He's been invited by Fred Olsen, and so is Cruising with Matthew, I think. Yeah. So, oh, excuse me.
And we're not.
No, we're here. Where would you rather be, Anchorman?
Well, that's right.
So, so we'll let you know how we get on with that. So, travel with Johnny and Will. Glad you're having a great time. As much as we love cruising, it is, because we're in total chill mode. And I think on a cruise, you get your daily program, and you think, right, you plan, right, we can do this, and that. And the day is so busy, isn't it? Full of stuff, which is brilliant. But this has been a total, what should we do now? Well, we're just going to sit here and watch the view, or we've got no agenda. And I've loved that. I think that's been...
Or we're going to schedule a live.
Yes.
Even though we don't know if the Wi-Fi's up to it. But as it's proving at the moment, we are 20 minutes in and it's all good. So it's going to go off now, so I'll probably put the mockers on.
I did do a practice run with Bob and Holly. Bob from Innocents Abroad. So I thought I better check it, because we don't want to look stupid saying we're going to go live.
Because we can look stupid without the...
Yes, we don't need that.
Without the technology.
Sheila said, I thought that, John. I hope PNC get an award. Well, I don't think so. I'm sure if they thought they must know who's going to win, and I'm sure they would have contacted us to say, you know, are you going to be there, or well, maybe not. I don't know how it works. It's our first time, isn't it? So
Well, like
maybe
I said,
next year if we get nominated, if a company's watching and you'd like to invite us, that'd be lovely. Ah. Paul saying, you both look so happy. We are so chilled, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's the jerk chicken and the rum punch has got a lot to do with it.
Yes, it has. Simon's just joined. Sorry, like it doesn't matter. What about these lives is if you can only come for 5-10 minutes, then it's fine. So click on the like button. Yeah, please do. If you enjoy our lives or any of our videos, if you click on the like button and even write a little comment saying thank you or hey guys or 2-3 words, it goes a long way.
The algorithm, even if you don't like it,
just make a comment now.
Even if you think we're a couple of bimbling old idiots, just write something on there. You don't care what it is. You know, even if it's Paulie Morgan, shut your face.
That'd be on there, no, shut your face. There's a guy, his name's escaped me now on Facebook. Whenever he posts, he's like, oh, shut up.
Yeah.
What resort you're at? We are at the Verandah Resort and Spa on the east side of the island, and it's part of Elite Island's Elite Island Holidays, and we've been here for a week, and it's been amazing.
Yes. What are our thoughts on the MSC World Europa?
It's got a big slide.
It's got a big slide, I know that. I've seen some pictures, and I have to say it does look pretty spectacular, but if it's keeping in, I don't want to rant, I'm on holiday. But if it's keeping in line with the normal MSC entertainment, then I'm going to have to take everybody's word for it, what it's like, so we'll be going on there.
It does look an amazing ship.
It does look amazing.
It does look an amazing ship. Yeah.
But, it's like I've said all along, with bumper cars and slides and zip wires and go-karts and all that stuff, if you want that, you can go to Alton Towers. I don't really feel you need it on a cruise ship. I'd rather they concentrate more on cruise stuff. Yes, I am grumpy old Paul. Carole's doing a face because I can see it. But that's just me. I'd rather it be more cruise-orientated than all the other rubbish, which...
Well, that's not to your taste, but are to other people's taste. They can have they're all the same. And
everyone's entitled to their opinion. There's mine and there's the wrong ones.
No. David saying, hi guys, what an awful looking place. I just walked home in the rain, bet you're jealous. I'm definitely jealous. I hope you're not too wet. Scott saying, could you say hi to my mum? Her name is Marion. She loves watching you. Oh, hi, Marion.
I could definitely say hello to Marion because Marion was my mum's name too.
Yes. Oh, yes. So hello there, Marion.
Hello.
Thank you so much for watching us. Alf is in the house. No rained hash browns that we've found in the breakfast.
I'm just disappointed. Your boys let me down the other day, Alfie. It was right at the last second. I couldn't believe it.
Football.
Yes.
Who's Alfie's boys?
Fulham.
Oh.
Man United scored in the 74th minute of injury time.
Oh. Anyway,
enough of that.
Oh.
Well, actually, for the first time in a long time, then we've got onto the subject of football. I'll make it very brief. I can actually come on here and not be bemoaning Tottenham's awful performance because they were like putting a monstrous shift against Leeds. And that's the end of the football talk. Please don't switch off.
Helen saying, hi, love the channel. First time on Aurora this Christmas. We nearly got on Aurora for Christmas. It was cancelled, wasn't it? Any advice what card to register, credit or debit? Always credit.
Always a credit card.
Yeah.
Obviously, other credit cards are available, but we've got a Barclay card. And what I find with Barclay card is if there's any ever issues, they'll fight your corner. And we've had situations where we've paid for something and we haven't received something, or there's been whatever issues, and you phone Barclay card up, and it's sorted.
They'd be
great. They will put the money straight back in your account, and they say, right, obviously, if we find out that you're pulling our lariat, then there will be how to pay. But if you pay on a debit card, the bank is far less likely to fight your corner, but a credit card they are.
Always use credit card.
And as long as you pay off, and with your credit card, it doesn't matter what the interest rate is on your credit card, as long as you pay it off on time, you won't get charged any interest anyway. So
I know what's going past.
There's
a
a little boats going past, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, so always pay on a credit card.
Yeah. And I've had to Aurora. It's lovely. She's a small ship, isn't she, of the P&O fleet? And we'd like to get on her one day. Sandra says, love Antigua, the beaches. They are really beautiful. And you know, this sounds really bizarre. It's a sand that you can walk on that doesn't get hot. You know, sometimes you go to a beach and you have to put your flip-flops on because you're you're like on hot fire. But here it's like powder and it's firm and it's easy to walk on. It's lovely, isn't it?
Pelicans just flew past again. One interesting thing, there's two beaches here. One is the beach which we just showed you, and there's a beach called Reggae Beach. And we were talking to our taxi driver who took us up to Shirley Heights, and he said he was part of the construction team, and the sand on Reggae Beach was actually brought in from Barbuda,
which is the next island.
Yeah,
across. So
that was you learn something every day.
But the Verandah Resort, we've got access to 3 beaches within walking distance. Now, the actual resort is over 30 acres. It's huge, isn't it? So you do have to get around. We're lucky because we're right waterfront, and we're right by the main pool. But there's golf carts that whiz you around everywhere, and you just have to ring them up, and they come and pick you up at the door, or you walk to the certain bus stops around there, and it's fab, isn't it? Yeah. In fact, we went on one yesterday. I thought, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a time lapse. So I set my camera up, and we were going around chatting to this lovely, because they're all lovely, aren't they, the staff? Chatting to this lovely staff, and all of a sudden, we seen a woman as we came over the brow of this little hill. She turned around so fast, she span around and fell over and nearly banged her head on the wall, didn't she? So we abruptly stopped, and we got her up off the floor. She said she'd had too much Diet Coke, but we don't think that was the case.
Obviously, the good thing about this is we've got it all on camera. So as soon as we get back, I don't even know if you've been framed still going, but we're sending that straight off, and we're going to get 250 quid. So that's a right result.
I have got it on camera, but no, I wouldn't embarrass that lady. But
why?
No.
You don't know her.
But she was quite shook up when she blessed
she
her.
was.
I was worried about my
like,
nursey head kicked in straight away. Don't move.
I think the fact that the first thing she said was, because she like spilled her drink everywhere. First thing she said was, "Oh, don't worry, that's only Diet Coke." I thought, yeah, of course it is, love.
But I hope she's okay. Yeah. So anyway, back on. So Tony's saying he's thinking of buying in Port St. Lucie. It's right in the middle of Miami and Port Canaveral. Oh, okay. Yeah, it would be interesting to see, because it'd be nice to, if we were going to base ourselves there for a couple of months, it'd be really nice to just stay somewhere a little bit smaller and with easy access, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we don't want to go
exciting.
We don't want to go as drastic as buying anywhere. But
no, we just want to rent. So if you do know, please do message us, email us, or whatever, because it'd be really good to find out. Jerry's saying, are there any Thatchers in Antigua?
I haven't. Well, I said, I haven't even asked if there's any cider, but there's no.
You've left the beer.
There's no
lager.
There's no bottled beer. They've got a beer on draft, which hasn't even got a name on the pump, but it does the job.
It's quite strong.
My one disappointment is at the main bar, they've only got what I believe Americans call fountain soda, and it's not the best.
Yeah.
But Carole's had some really good wine. The beer is good.
Very good wine.
They've got one, and I'm going to do this tonight, definitely. I keep threatening, I keep forgetting. They've got a coffee shop here, which is open till 11 o'clock at night.
It's amazing.
And they do these amazing frappuccinos. And what I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to go and get a frappuccino, like I had one yesterday called a Chocolate Lover's Delight. And then I'm going to go around to the bar and get them to put a double Jack Daniels in it. And I think that's going to be the future. So
the coffee shop is just by the main bar, and it's brilliant. And it's like Paul said, it's open all day. And there's a lovely lady in there, isn't there, who get very frustrated because there's one man. We got in there, and this one man walked in just in his swimwear, getting water everywhere. And she said, I've been telling him every day, do not come in here wet, please, because I got to their mop. But he does it.
And then he walks around and looks down at the floor
as if to
say, sees the floor is wet and can't understand why it's wet. And I think, well, it's you moron. Everywhere you go is wet. Have you not worked that out yet?
Yes. So, but she's lovely.
But she said, thankfully, he's going home today. So
she said, I can't wait to see the back of him. But anyway, they do fantastic. They do normal coffees. They do sort of healthy, sort of Pelican, the refreshing drinks. So it's a great.
So tonight is going to be
and carrot cake.
Jack Daniels Frappuccino. That's all you need to know.
Millie's asking, have you tried Zacapa rum. No, we've had quite a bit of rum punch and stuff, but I'm
We
not
might
sure what
have.
rum it is. We
We
may
had-
well have
oh
and not
my
even
God.
know.
We had some rum punch yesterday coming back from the Stingray trip, and I had 2, and seriously, I thought, like, it was nice time. And they said you can have as much as you want. I bet you nobody's ever had more than 2, because you wouldn't know what day it was.
Jolly Rob is saying Florida will be great. It will, yeah. Sail away from Fort Lauderdale is something I'll never forget. Have you left from any of the other Florida ports? Do you know, we've not cruised from, well, together we've not cruised, but when I worked for Celebrity going back 30 odd years ago, we used to go out at Fort Lauderdale, and yes, I remember it being amazing. So I'd love to do it again. Well, in fact, we are in March. We're back. We're doing back-to-back cruises, aren't we, from
We are, yeah.
Miami and Fort Lauderdale? So that's going to be really exciting. Hi, both Howes cruise. I don't understand that one.
Well, we're not on a cruise. We're on a land-based holiday in
Yeah.
Antigua.
We're on a land-based holiday in Antigua yet, so that's we've got.
But so the cruise isn't very good at all, but the land-based holiday is awesome.
What's some of the great food you've tried in Antigua? Does it run in restaurants? Yeah,
They have the main
4.
restaurant, which is a buffet.
Yep.
They've got another restaurant which we're going to tonight called
Buccaneers,
They've got
which is all included.
but you have to book it. But it's all included. The buffet you can just turn up when you like. They've got another specialty restaurant which does cost an extra $40, which is called Nicole's, which we did earlier in the week,
and that was
and
fantastic.
it was absolutely spectacular.
Yeah.
And you can have
Lobster,
steak, no extra cost.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got your $40, but there's no extra cost on top of that. So if you want lobster, if you want steak, you can have anything you want.
Yeah.
They've got the beach bar and grill, which is our favourite.
Yeah.
And
Which is the best jerk chicken.
Jerk chicken are amazing, burgers, all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff is great. And they've also got another little beach bar and grill at Rasta Beach,
Yes.
where they do food as well.
Yeah. So but you're not going to go
So
hungry.
you're not going to go hungry.
No,
and like I
not
said,
at
if you
all.
don't want to incur any extra charges, the only one to avoid is
Yeah.
Nicole's.
We need to spend an extra penny.
No, not at all. But it's fabulous. But
One tip about the currency: when we come to Antigua, we thought, oh, we'll just change £100 worth into Eastern Caribbean dollars. We needn't have done that. American dollars is accepted everywhere. So if we came to the Caribbean again, we wouldn't get the local currency. We would just get US dollars, which obviously we can use for future trips, etc. So
and a lot of the excursions now take a debit or credit card as well. So
they will.
No big
and the hotel to settle your bill, it's you can pay with the card. What was the there is taxes if you come to the Caribbean.
Yeah, you've got like there's a room tax.
Yeah, which is $24 a night.
$24 a night, and then there's another.
It was £5 per day Antigua tax per person. So, but that obviously you can settle that with your cards as well at the hotel.
But that's for everybody,
visiting,
tourists.
Yeah. Rosie said, went to Antigua for a honeymoon, amazing place. Have you visited English Harbour? We haven't. We've only been here for 7 days, and it's just not been long enough at all. So it is some place that we do. I'm sure we'd definitely be coming back to Antigua because it's beautiful. And I know my sister wants to go to the Caribbean next year, so it's going to be ticking off another box for her.
Definitely.
And Antigua is beautiful, definitely.
And going back to Elizabeth's question, our favourite food we've had has definitely been the jerk chicken. It's been amazing. But in the buffet restaurant, I mean, you go in there and they had a roast dinner day where you had roast beef and Yorkshire
pudding. They've themed buffets.
They've had an Asian buffet where they had all sorts of noodles.
Food's been good. This is a 4-star resort. It's not 5 stars. So if you're coming here thinking you're going to get really a la carte food, which you could get in Nicole's, which we paid extra for, but the food is very good. The selection's been really good, but it's a 4-star hotel. It's a beautiful resort. And our accommodation we've loved it, and it's been so comfortable. Yeah. They're all bungalows that have a view of the sea, and it's all sort of
they're all semi-detached bungalows.
Yeah.
So you'll have one, obviously, room joined to yours.
Yes.
But we've had people staying next to us the whole time. We haven't heard of them. I mean, maybe the bloke murdered his wife the first night. I don't know.
The only thing you do hear is the crickets. We opened the door one day and there was this cricket. No joking, he was about this big, wasn't he?
He was a big one, yeah.
But because they rub their legs, don't they? So at night it's like, what's that noise when we first got here? But it's apparently
our taxi
crickets.
driver told us, if you ever let a cricket in your room,
so don't.
he said, and he starts rubbing his legs at night. He said, honestly, it would drive you
Not
to
the taxi
insanity.
driver.
Yeah, the taxi driver will rub his legs. If the cricket starts rubbing his legs in the night in a room where it echoes, he said it will drive you insane trying to find that.
Well, even sat on our balcony at night because it's so loud, isn't it? It's like, oh my god!
I thought it was some sort of machine going off because it's such a constant. But
it's all in the. I'm sure all through the Caribbean. Yeah. Corinne says you've got to go out to rehearse Christmas music. No problem. Thanks for dropping by, Corinne.
I thought she was on about that. I had to go out and practice some Christmas music. I don't know.
Regina says next time you'll be back. Yeah, we will. We've loved this resort and the island. It's been fabulous. Grace is here. Hi, guys. Hi, Grace. Nice to see you.
Any musks? The trouble is where the ship comes in.
It's St. John's, and that's the other part of the island, which is about 35 minutes away from here, which we haven't got to. But
we've been reliably informed. The roads aren't great, I have to say.
Yeah.
But there's nothing on the island that's more than 35, 40 minutes away, just because of the size of the island. But we're not really qualified to give you some must-sees, especially if you're only in for like a half
what
day.
We've done the Stingrays, we've done a catamaran, and we've done Shirley Heights. So Shirley Heights is an evening thing, so you won't be able to do that unless your ship's here and they've got an excursion. Obviously, Stingrays you'll be able to do, and the catamaran. Do a boat trip to get to go around to the. If I was coming here, I would either do a beach trip. We've heard Jolly Beach is brilliant. We've heard so many. We say, where's the best beach in Antigua? They're like, go to any, really.
Fab, yeah.
So if I was coming here by cruise ship, I would say, right, I'm going to a beach, and or do a little boat trip from St. John's that drops off at some beaches and do some snorkeling. We did some snorkeling on the catamaran, and it was we looked down and there was a stingray there, and his big eyes were looking at us, and he buried himself in the sandwich, and it was like, oh my god. And there was turtles, but we didn't see them, did we? But with loads of fish. So if you love snorkeling, the water's so clear. But that was a bit weird, eerie, wasn't it, when he just sort of looked at us. I thought, don't get eye contact.
When they've had something to eat and they want to just relax after, we lie on the sofa and have a snooze after a big meal. What they do is they bury themselves in the sand, and it's just a way of relaxing. It's not like a predatorial thing. They just want to lie down and relax. So that's what they do. So,
in fact, that's
why when we went to see, I'm talking.
All right.
Yes. That's why when we went to see them, they said be ever so careful because that's what they do to relax. So you might not see them when you're walking around, and you don't want to step on them. You definitely don't want to step on a barb. And
then we said when you hold them, if you hold them gently and don't ever push up against them, just let them sit on you. They'll go to sleep. So, but they didn't. They were flapping around with us, weren't they?
Yeah, they were a bit scared and didn't know what we were doing.
No,
but we were the first ones to have a go as well.
It was it was lovely.
We didn't have anything to go.
Of course, then they take a photo, and we did. Paul tried to get some photos and footage of us, but it's hard. And of course, then
quite a good video,
you did. Yeah, you did.
Then my phone started playing up because they say the iPhone's waterproof up to whatever, and
you only got it splashed.
Yeah.
But then it was $15 for a photo. But you always get that. You do always get that. And they got to make their money, and I understand that, so fair play. But they were great bunch of guys, weren't they?
We got a good couple of photos.
They were really nice guys.
The photos wasn't of us, but there was just the ones of us weren't very good, so we just got ones of other people that were more young and handsome than us.
Angie's asking who the other 7 are. I guess you mean the Wave Awards. There's Emma Cruises, there's Gary, Tips for Travellers, there's Ben and David, there's Cruise Monkeys, there's
Visit with Us,
there's Caroline for Cruise with Families, and Cruise Mummy, Jenny. So yeah, I'm gonna open hell, have we? Because they're all great. I think it's just great that the bloggers are being recognised, and I think it's brilliant. So congratulations to whoever wins. That'll be fab. And Tina said, yeah, Travel Blog Jamie, our friend Travel Blog Jamie, got invited by Fred Olsen. So he's there. So I said, any gossip, do let us know. So
because Carole loves the gossip.
No, I don't. I want to know what's up. I'd like to go, really. You're not into that sort of thing, are you? I'd like to.
I'm not paying £160 to go to an award ceremony that you've been nominated
I know.
for. If you want to go as a spectator and you haven't been nominated, I understand you have to pay. But 100 and so over 350 quid for the pair of us. What are you going to get for that? That has to be some sort of meal for that, over 350 quid.
Yeah, I know.
So to me, it's just like what a rip-off.
Yes.
Guess we're not getting nominated again.
No. Iona. So Millie's saying she's going on next week for a fortnight. Enjoy. To go to Barcelona after Spain. So let's see. Time's a ticking, isn't it already? So how is the chocolate down there, Paulie? How is the chocolate? Oh, you've had some great puddings.
I have to say, it seems to be. I haven't. When I cast my mind back to lots of all-inclusive resorts we've done, whether it be in the Caribbean or Mexico, we've done some, and all their desserts look absolutely spectacular. But when you try them, they don't seem to taste too much. And there is a sort of element of that. But when we went to Nicole's the other night, I had this chocolate molten cake with a peanut butter ice cream. And it was absolutely spectacular. Yeah. But the general sort of...
You've had some nice cakes. You had some nice chocolate cakes.
They're not like... You don't eat them and think, oh my God, that's the best thing ever. You think, well, that's all right. And, when you're as fat as I am, that's all right. You want something that's really good, because if Carol's going to moan at you for your fourth piece of cake, it wants to be a good piece.
Lovely carrot cake in the coffee shop.
Yeah, the carrot cake's nice, but I have to say the frappuccinos are spectacular.
The coffee shop's immense. Great, yes. Are you planning to a Saga River cruise? We're struggling to get a full ship tour. Do you know anyone that's done one? I remember a long time ago, Emma Cruises was invited on a Saga, so she may have some information. I haven't seen a Saga River cruise tour. We haven't planned another one, but we would like to do another river cruise at some point because we really enjoyed them, didn't we? Philip is asking, anyone help me translate him to Southampton, New York? Do I go port or starboard? See, with ours, we've gone port. No, we haven't.
We were told it's port going starboard back.
That's right. Yeah.
And because we're coming back, we're doing starboard.
Yeah.
But that's just whether that's an old wives' tale or what. There's always port.
Well, you are because you're above the equator. So if you're going to get any sunshine, it will be on your left-hand side going and on your right-hand side going back, I think. But if anyone can help us out, it's really good with equators.
I'm no expert, but doesn't the sun go like that over you? So
it does, but yes, it does. But it depends where you are on the road. Sun goes from east to west, actually.
I don't know.
West to
I knew
east.
I shouldn't have entered into that argument.
No.
With a limited amount of knowledge that I have.
But we've booked starboard on our way back, haven't we?
Yeah.
So Scott's winding you up.
I mean, what a time to put on Come On Man City after you've just lost to Brentford. Brentford!
The differences between is that you bring the beach home, sand everywhere. Actually, no, it's not been that bad, has it, Paulie? Because the sand's just lovely. It's
just some football, just some more. I bet you was.
Alfie,
I was furious, and I didn't even support Fulham. Bit of football trivia for you: Brentford, who beat Man City. Bradley Walsh used to play for him. Bloke off the chase. In all fairness, same Man City played the other day. I think Bradley Walsh could have got a game for Brentford that day as well.
Anyway, Paul saying, just welcome to listen to you. I'll get ready for work. Glad we've had a lovely week. And Liz saying, Paulie Morgan, open your face. What does that mean? How do you open a face? Oh, Kate and Steve are here. Say hi to Steve's mum and dad who are watching you for the first time. Their names are June and Bill. Hi, June and Bill. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, June and Bill.
And Antigua looks lovely. Wish we were there. Yeah, it is. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And Nigel saying, well, this is different. It is. And it's been great. So Dave is asking, frappe with a coffee basically works well. Oh, yeah, a bit Tia Maria Kahlua in there.
Well, the reason I say about the Jack Daniels in the frappe was we went to a place in Southampton called the Red Dog Saloon, and the food was absolutely abysmal. I have to say, it was terrible. And the only thing, well, it didn't save the night because the food was awful. But I had a Jack Daniels chocolate milkshake, which was spectacular. So it finished on a high, but the rest of it was just dreadful. And then when we did an Instagram post about it, the manager contacted us and said, well, why didn't you tell somebody about your terrible food? And we said,
So
well, we did, but we just got grunted at. And then he said, oh, next time you come in, make yourself known. And I thought, well, I don't need to worry about that, mate, because there won't be a next time, unless I just come in and have a Jack Daniels milkshake and leave again. But yes, so that's what's put me onto the frappe but Tia Maria or Kahlua all sounds good too.
Listen, have a bottle of Ting. You had some beers up at the Shirley Heights. They were, what was it called? Caribe. You had Caribe, Corona, and
Red Stripe.
Red Stripe, yeah. Cruz, I've saying hi, guys.
Hello.
And Sue says you got a swim, but so looking forward to it. Isabel says it's not 3 p.m. No, they're in San Diego, so they're 4 hours behind Antigua. So it must be.
No, they're 4 hours behind England. So if
no, they're 4 hours behind you. They're 8 hours behind England. Anyway, nice to see you, Bob. Thank you for doing a practice yesterday. That was really helpful. Thinking about the resort and that. This is a family resort. The Elite Islands have got their next resort, which is Pineapple, which is adult only, which we went to yesterday, which looked lovely. But this is families, and there are a lot of families here, which has been lovely to see, and the kids having a great time. So if you have got a family and you're thinking of a Caribbean resort, this is ideal because they've got a fantastic kids club, haven't they? That's got a little pool. They've got this big pirate ship that we were just had a walk around earlier. The beaches, the water's so shallow and lovely, and the pool, the main pool, which is huge, to actually swim one way around takes quite a while.
It's like swimming the channel.
No.
I did it once. I've been too tired to get back in the pool. That was the first day.
It's shallow. It's about 3'9", so even I can touch the bottom. And it would be great for teaching your kids to swim. So for families, this is a great resort. We've seen kids. What are you doing?
Nothing. Just checking the air out.
So I just wanted, that was just one thing. So if you've got family and that you're looking for the Caribbean, then definitely recommend Verandah. I'm going to put a link in the description below of Elite Island Holidays. So make sure you check that out if you are deciding to come to Antigua. Well, they've got properties. We're looking at, they've got properties in Barbados, haven't they, as well? So, and I think somewhere else.
I've got a question.
What?
Why is Rhonda Wilson's name written in green? And
because she's one of our YouTube members.
Oh, there you go. Look.
So
I learn something every day.
Can you recommend a handicapped accessible hotel in Southampton you would stay at? Premier Inn is very good. We stayed and we got put into an accessible room at the Premier Inn in West Quay.
Oh, that's right.
And
massive,
it was so easy. Yeah. And Paul and I looked at each other and said, oh my God, this would be fine for Paul's dad. And West Quay, you go straight out across the road and it's all flat. You could go into the shopping centre and straight up into the town. Yes. So Premier Inn is a good one. Otherwise, we haven't seen any other accessible rooms in the other hotels, have we?
No, but that's one we can definitely say we have
definitely
seen,
say because we've stayed in one.
Yeah.
In fact, I should put that. That's another video I need to put out. I've got so much backlog. So Philip is saying thanks. I'm doing there and back support out then starboard home.
That's it.
Yeah, fab. So everyone's saying hi, Bob and Alfie. Yeah, that's do you know, I love it when everyone has a chat as well. So Holly's here as well. Nice to see Holly and Bob. Oh, just gone. Jolly Rob, you deserve to win. There's some good cruise vlog channels, but yours is the best. And has basically become my wish list, or hopefully my to-do list. Oh, thanks, Jolly Rob. Appreciate that. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
And that's another thing, Jolly Rob. As you've got the green giant as your avatar, the sweet corn air is absolutely immense.
I'm addicted to the sweet corn, and I'm addicted to the pineapple.
Corn on the cob.
The corn on the cob, which is just buttery and delicious and so sweet. And the pineapple is just, you just don't get it home, do you? Like this, it is. I bought. So here's another tip. I bought a little like Chinese container. So when we go to breakfast, I just put it full of pineapple and I bring it back to our room, and I put it in the fridge, and I've always got pineapple on tap.
And Grace is saying about the Red Dog Saloon up one.
Oh yes, yeah. Do you know, we've heard good things about it, but our experience wasn't good at all.
Let me tell you the situation. Me and Carole had a meal. with our friends Jamie, Travel Blog Jamie, and his husband Matthew, and they both had burgers, and their meal was great.
Yes.
We had some chicken and some ribs. We had 2 different sorts of ribs and some chicken, and it was dire. And it was
just full of
absolutely
fat.
dire. It was just fatty and not cooked enough,
Yeah.
and just all round awful. So 50% of us in our party had great meals, and 50% didn't.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we were the 50% that didn't. But yes, I mean, in all fairness, Jamie was gutted because he'd heard very good things about it as well, and that's why it was his idea to go there, wasn't it? So
yeah. Tony's saying, when we come to, are you saying with friends when you come to Florida? Well, when we go in March, our first cruise with on the Carnival celebration is on our own, and then we're going to be cruising with friends on the second part, which we're going to announce actually soon. So I won't say any more now, because we've been chatting to them about it, haven't we?
Yeah.
And then we're planning.
Then when Carole does tell everybody, I'll know as well.
And then for December next year, if we come to Florida, it will be just the 2 of us wanting to rent somewhere for a couple of months, and then our friends and family are hoping to come over, and then we could go off with them depending on where we were planning to go. So Innocence Bro says 11:45. Yes, so he is behind us.
This is what I said. He's 4 hours behind the UK, and we're 4 hours in front of the UK. Is that right, or is that wrong?
We're 4 hours behind the UK, Paulie. It's 10 to 4 in the afternoon here. It's 10 to 8 at home.
I don't know.
So no.
It must be time for me to go to bed then, if it's that way.
No, you just got out.
Oh,
You just had
got
another
out
nap.
now. Yeah.
Carol's asking whereabouts. We're right on the east coast of Antigua. So yes. Holly. Oh, Bob's saying, it's certainly among the top. It's such an awesome channel. Quite nice, folks. Thank you, there. That's lovely.
Well, I know that Bob means that. He means 50% of that. One of us he likes, one of us he loves, the other one not so much.
He tolerates. No, we love Bob and Holly. We're catching up with them. It's my sister's 60th birthday next year, and we booked to go to Las Vegas because she's always wanted to go there.
But we're not going to tell you that yet, though.
Well, we are. We're going to Las Vegas, and we're hopefully going to see Bob and Holly there. So that'd be great, because they're from that neck of the woods, sort of, that part of the world. We were just saying we're both looking good. Why, thank you. And Tina's asking, what's a YouTube member? Well, a YouTube member is someone that, if you see on our YouTube page, you'll see there's a join button, and if you click that, we've just got one tier where if you pay £1 a week, you get access to our early access to our videos. We do some behind the scenes stuff. We're there if you want any advice about picking cabins, etc. We're happy to give out sort of one-to-one advice there. So if you're interested in joining us and it supports our channel for us to be able to cruise more, then please do join.
But it's basically the same as Patreon.
Yes, same.
We'd rather you join Patreon, because when you join Patreon, we know you've joined, and we get a name come through saying, hey, Tina's joined Patreon. But if you join YouTube, we just get a thing saying that you've joined.
Yes.
But we don't know who you are.
We can't private message you. I can, because I can, well, no, I can't on YouTube. And Paul's got a very valid point there. On Patreon, we get your email, and we can private message you. YouTube, we can join. We get a list of names, but you're not able to contact you via YouTube.
So if you're going to do one, Tina, then join our
Patreon.
They
cost the same.
They cost the same. But out of the two, that's the one that we would like people to join. Really,
because then I can, personally message you and stuff.
And then
but if it's easier, people just
but when we put out early access videos, like we're happy to take advice off anybody as well. So we'll put stuff out, and you'll get to see it early. And then we had one, and a lady come back to us and said, well, look, really, what I would have done is I would have put this bit here and that bit there. And then we re-looked at it, and we thought, well, actually, she's right.
Yeah,
so
it's
we
a
changed
great
the video
system for us.
Yeah, so
not
so
just
you
obviously
get to
financially, but from
so you get to have some input as well.
Yeah,
and you get to see the stuff.
And we're looking to do some more tiers and some more things next year. So so if you like to support us, then please do check out Patreon. There is a link in the description of this video. Tracy's just found all our caravan videos. So good. Yeah, we thoroughly enjoyed it. We had such a good response from that. But it's difficult because when we put YouTube cruising out, then you put a motorhome. It's bizarre. YouTube just doesn't like it and doesn't share your videos, does it? And it become a bit of a mess.
It was the trouble is we love doing the motorhome vlogs, and we've had a lot of people say to us, you know, you're going to do some more. But like I said, with YouTube, it confuses the algorithm so much. It just has a massive impact on our cruising vlogs.
Yeah, it was bizarre.
It's a shame. We could do with, somebody said to us, what you need to do is maybe start up a second channel with
yeah, but we don't do it enough.
But we
now.
don't do it enough. And there's a lot of people out there who do good motorhome vlogs. So we'll leave that to them.
Yeah, which cruise line would you recommend for Cruise the Caribbean? God, there's so many. We're going to be trying Carnival, so we'll let you know how that gets on. I don't know, it's going to be crazy and mad. We're also looking at trying Holland and America next year. Princess do some great Caribbean itineraries. There's MSC do some great.
P&O as well, because Andy and Kirsty did Andy and Kirsty
Morella also have got some cracking itineraries, which are actually going up to Port Canaveral and up to New York. So there's so many to choose from, isn't there? Rex is saying, hi there, this is Anne Bourne. Hi, Anne. And Jerry's asking, does the Premier Inn do park and cruise? You can get packages, yes.
No.
Oh no, I'm thinking we've just done a.
Now I know.
Sorry, yes.
Everything's about personal preferences. You can park in West Keys car park for £5 a night, and you can leave your car there as long as you like. But personally, myself, I would be concerned leaving my car in a multi-story car park for a length of time. But that's just because I'm old school. I know that Emma uses it and parks there for long periods, and cruising with Amber's just done the same. They've had no issues at all. It's £5 a night. But Premier Inn don't do a package. Holiday Inn do a package, which includes taxis to and from whatever port you're sailing from. We've done that, which worked well. But we usually use CPS.
Yeah, which aren't the cheapest,
which are quite expensive. So, but no, Premier Inn don't do a package, but you can park in the West Key car park, which is basically where the Premier Inn is. Yeah.
The reason I said yes initially was because for our flight here, we flew from Heathrow. We did a park and stay with Premier Inn at Heathrow Airport. So we went to the Premier Inn, stayed there for the night, then drove to the airport and did a meet and greet parking. That's why I said yes.
Which is basically,
so Premier Inn do some. I said do.
You do. So basically, what Carole's trying to say is she hasn't got a clue what you're talking about, and she's talking about a completely different situation at an airport.
You just said Premier Inn, didn't say whether it's Southampton.
Park and cruise.
Oh yeah, can't cruise out Heathrow. Okay. Just so you know,
you park at the airport.
If you go to,
and then you get a shuttle bus to Southampton.
No. You throw me now. Oh, Southampton. We've got a whole post with all our videos of Southampton hotels. So if you just Google Paul and Carole Loves to Travel and go Southampton hotels, our post will come up. And we've got lots of information on our website. So please do. Bob's described it better than we did. And that's quite right. Exactly that. Oh, Nat's in the house. Hey, Nat. Do you know, Nat, we were talking about you and Al earlier. We were saying, oh, they would love it here. So we need to have a chat when we get home.
We do.
Yeah, definitely. So hi, greetings from Greenwich, London this weekend, 3 degrees. Yes. We've had some nice cocktails. Well, I have. We do a good Bloody Mary here now. Paul's been on such good terms with the bar lady.
One of the bar staff. Well, I've had 2 interesting situations with Bloody Marys. We went to Pineapple Beach and I asked for a Bloody Mary, and the bloke went to make it with rum, which would have been interesting.
Yeah, it's not on their menu, to be fair, their cocktail menu.
And then there was a lady, she said, I'll have to get somebody to make that for her. I said, well, I can show you. I said, it's ever so easy. So I taught her how to do it. And, you know, every day's a school day.
Exactly. Grace is saying she's only had burgers at Red Dog, so that would explain it.
Yeah, the burgers are very good, to be fair.
And Tina's saying, yes, she's a patron. She is, which is brilliant. And we really appreciate that extra support.
And if you want to join again, Tina, under a false name, no, it doesn't matter.
Tina's great. She supports us all over the place on social media too, which is brilliant. I would do both, Paul. I would do a cruise and stay. If I were going to book another one, because we've just absolutely
Yeah,
loved
that is
it.
a good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good plan.
We haven't got a stay because we booked one in March coming up. Well, we have got stays before and after. We're staying in Miami before, we're staying in Fort Lauderdale after. So it's a little bit of one, but it's not in the Caribbean, our stay. So I would be looking at a week in Antigua and a week's cruise, or a week in Barbados, and I would do the cruise first and I would do the beach thing afterwards. Because you could have your mad week on a cruise of doing all the entertainment and having a brilliant time, and then just go to the beach and chill out. In fact, we're doing that, aren't we, for the Morella Voyager we've got booked. Sorry, I digress.
All this stuff that Carole's
In my
supposed to
head.
be a secret. Another one's a secret is Morella Voyager. She just blurted out. If I said that, like last week when we did this, she kept saying to me, "Don't tell him we're going to Antigua. Don't tell him we're going to Antigua." She's there, flapper mouth there. It's like having a bloody stingray next to you, flapping away there, telling everybody all our top secret stuff. Don't need to be a Patreon. Just tune into one of these. Carole will tell you everything you need to know.
Patrons all know. The patrons know. As soon as we book something,
what they know about.
They know about everything up until 2024.
Oh well,
So
maybe
it's
I'm
no
going to have to be a patron. Then I'll find out.
Yes, you should. So no, they know everything. As soon as it's booked, they're the first to know. So, Innocence Broad, Bob saying drinks package was when? Is he saying you've had too much? He's only had 2 beers today so far.
I've had 2 beers, and Carol's had about 1.5 pints of wine because the measures are quite generous.
They were big. That's why we had to have a nap. So, Sean's here, and he's saying about Holiday Inn, which we said. Don't know about accessible rooms, but I'm sure they must have. Most hotels are sort of accessible friendly, aren't they? It's pouring rain here in Cornwall.
But you have got the most beautiful beaches probably in the country.
They have.
And just so as you don't all feel so bad, we've had some rain here as well.
We have had a day of rain, actually. Yeah. And we've had some sprinkles in the evening, haven't we?
Sprinkles, yeah. It was on my ice cream.
No, bit of rain in the evening, but it's been otherwise, you can see it's beautiful. Good time of year to come because it's not too humid either. Sorry?
Patricia Tuttle says they've had 3 inches of snow.
Oh, gosh. Love your lives. Oh, thanks for joining us, Patricia. Just got 3 inches of snow from Maine. Oh. David said he couldn't get a table at the Red Dog. I would have had the ribs and chicken. You learn from other people's mistakes.
We had it was like I can't describe it, but it's like a big, I don't know whether it was a beef rib or whatever, but it was just fatty and not
so when you
cooked
afterwards, just ask for them to be well done.
Or just don't go there. I don't know. It's up to you. Or have a burger. That's what.
Kevin say you will be bored in the Anthem season we can have. What would be your absolute must recommendation?
Anthem of the Seas. Well, if We Will Rock You still the show of choice, definitely go to see that because that's spectacular.
Get to my big thing. Sorry to interrupt. Is right at the aft of the ship. There's a venue called 270. It's got the incredible views in the day over the aft. Over the stern, we keep getting told off for saying aft, so it's the stern.
It's the aft. I don't care. We're going to call it an aft.
Yes,
because it's our show and we can do what we want.
And it's got beautiful views. But at night, it turns into this great venue where they have entertainment, which is quite wild and wacky. But we thoroughly enjoyed it, didn't we? We were quite confused.
And in the daytime as well, it's a good dining choice because they've got a cafeteria there.
Yes,
where they do all sorts of strange sandwiches which I've only ever heard of on the TV, like a Reuben or a roast beef with some or other, and they've got an absolutely spectacular patisserie counter where they've got Napoleon slices to absolutely die for. If you're old school, you don't know what Napoleon slices is, what we used to call an ice slice.
Yes,
and they are amazing. So that's a definite. Loads of great eating venues. We we did that's where we did Wonderland.
Yes.
Which is very, very strange, but it's an Alice in Wonderland based restaurant, and all the things you get are not what they seem to be. Yes. The food, I'm not going to say the food's the most spectacular food we've ever had, but the food is really good, but it's like 2 hours of theatre with some food thrown in.
Yeah.
So I would definitely recommend that as well.
The other thing that I loved on there was Izumi, the Japanese.
Oh, the Japanese.
And we loved it even better because we
forgot to charge.
Yes, we did. And also the solarium right at the front of the ship. is a beautiful, beautiful place for just chilling out and watching the views. And we've seen dolphins on there, didn't we?
And they've also got a cafeteria at the Solarium, but it was never open when we was there, strangely. But I've had that conversation with Emma, and she said she never managed to find anyone.
Yeah.
But, yeah, loads of great things.
It's a great ship, Anthem of the Seas. We thoroughly enjoyed our time on there. But we were only on there 4 days, weren't we, for my birthday? That was my birthday and retirement.
Yeah, it was Carole's 70th birthday and her retirement.
Sean said about the bumper cars. Yes, we did it once, but we came away from there bruised, didn't we?
I got a muck rib on there.
Yes.
The trouble is because I still do some car racing, I can be quite aggressive, and we were like equal opportunity aggressive people. So me and Carole got wedged into one car because she wanted a video there, and then we literally smashed everybody. But with about 2 minutes to go, they all realised that basically that retribution was required.
Yes.
So then virtually the whole of the bumper car arena attacked us.
Serves you right, really.
And they put us into the fence so hard that the security guard came onto the track to ask us if we were all right. So there's an episode. It's worth looking at just to hear it. If you like listening to Carole laugh for 2 minutes solid, there's an episode of our videos, Anthem of the Seas videos. It will be obvious by the thumbnail which one it is, the bumper car ones. And it is hilarious.
I think it's got ouch on there.
Yeah, but to be fair, my ribs were still hurting. 1 from laughing and 2 from getting smashed to pieces for about 4 weeks after.
But for Kevin, if you want more information, we've got a full review as well on our website, which includes the vlogs. So... Philip is saying that's good. Yeah, £5 a night is good. When we stayed at Premier Inn recently after the Carnival celebration visit, we just parked there for £5 a night. Rudy's asking, we love watching your cruise blogs. Please advise people booked to Queen Victoria next year. Is it always formal attire? No.
So if you go onto our website, paulandcarolelovestravel.com, click on cruises, click on Cunard. There's a post on there all about dress codes for Cunard.
Yeah.
Have a read through that and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Yes, exactly. Cunard isn't Cunard. It is. Cunard's brilliant because you can dress up, but you don't need to.
I knew I wouldn't get away with that.
No, it's fabulous. We love Cunard, as you probably know.
And yes, Tina, you are right.
Yes,
Yes,
Tina knows before you do. You do.
It's for 2 reasons. One, I don't pay attention, and
anyway, Carole's here, which is lovely to see again. And Carole's one of our members. Nearly missed you again. Hope you have a great time. We definitely are. And Kevin says he likes a good aft. I'm just looking at the time. We've gone over an hour already. That's just mad, isn't it?
And the thing is,
let's see if there's.
Hey, I'm on holiday. We're on overtime now.
So I think we'll finish it there. I can't see any more questions that are coming up. Is this holiday more relaxed than a cruise one? Yes, it is, because the cruise cruises are just very different, aren't you? Because you've got that program. In fact, people could argue a cruise you could just sit and watch the world go by and not do anything if that's your choice. But when we're on a cruise, we like to get involved with the entertainment and we like to get involved with whatever's going on. So yes, to me, this is far more relaxing.
Yeah, you almost feel on a cruise that when there's so much being offered, you feel obliged to try and take them up on as much as you can.
FOMO.
Mofo. Yeah. That's it, yeah. It's that mofo, isn't it?
FOMO. Fear of missing out.
With today's program, because we haven't got an excursion booked, today's program is we can choose to go to breakfast, yes or no, which we didn't. We then had an early lunch, and then we had a couple of beers with our lunch. We've had a bit of a snooze. Obviously, we had this on today, so we did have a sort of plan around this. And then in the evening, we know there's entertainment again tonight at the pool bar.
Yeah,
and we've got one of the free specialty restaurants booked.
Buccaneer.
But there's no. But if you're looking at the day and you think, right, well, midday there's so and so, and then in the theatre there's a so and so this afternoon, and then you've got this in the evening, and then there's that show, and then there's this band playing there, and it's almost like it's not a logistical nightmare because Carole loves doing it anyway, even though she says she doesn't. She loves organising.
I do plan,
and she likes, because if you don't plan on a cruise, the holiday can slip you by. And you realise you haven't done anything. It's like the question about Anthem of the Seas. There's so many great things to do on there. If you don't organise yourselves, the holiday will slip you by. Whereas with something like this, it's all about the holiday slipping you by, because there's no.
Yeah, it's been
you don't have to
amazing.
be, you could come here and do nothing. You could come here. We could have done an excursion every day. We could be out now. We could get a taxi to the other side of the island. We could go to Jolly Bay. We could go to English Harbour. All the stuff you can do, or not, as the case may be. And that's the beauty of it. And you don't feel when you go. If I went on a cruise for a week and I didn't go to see a show, or I didn't have like at least do one sort of specialty dining, or didn't see some live music, I'd think that was a waste of a cruise myself. But obviously everybody's different. We know people who go to cruises who never go to shows.
Yeah.
And it's not a big thing about eating. So it's all down to what you like. But for me, I like this because you don't have to plan anything. But I love the cruises as well, because I love the things that brings. And
we will continue to do both. Because we enjoy both.
And that's why with the entertainment, that's such a massive part for me on a cruise. And that's why I get so disappointed about the MSC situations, which I'm not going to go on a rant about, because I look forward to all the time. When you got, I think you get a fantastic show on, like with Celebrity Beyond we did this year. They put 2 shows on in the time we were on there, just production shows. That was without the guest artists who were coming on. And they were absolutely spectacular. It was just an event.
Yeah, Paul loves it. And I enjoy it too, but you really...
I do.
And live music, anything like that. So... just check out that we're not missing anything there. Everyone's saying Cypher Journey. Susan's asking about what do you think of the drinks pack in Iona?
It's rubbish.
Yeah,
it's rubbish. Leave it alone. Unless you drink, they limit you to 15 drinks a day, which does make you sound like a alky. But what they've sneakily done is they haven't put the price of the package up, so it's 40 quid a day. But they've put the prices of a lot of the drinks up. So you can only have a drink, I think, up to $7.95 or $6.95. And what they've done is they put a lot of drinks up. So they would now fall outside the drinks package. So it's all down to what you drink. I mean, with like Thatcher's Gold or lager and stuff like that, the drinks genuinely are quite sensibly priced. You can get like a pint for like a £5.
Yeah.
So
P&O drinks are good value. Again,
but the package, you don't have to do it the first day. That's the beauty of it. You don't have to do it the first day. So have a day where plus if you don't get on till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock in the afternoon,
pay for it the following day.
They charge you for that whole first day. So you might only have 2 or 3 drinks that first day, depending on what time you get on the ship. So get yourself plenty of menus, go to different venues where they might do different drinks. Have a look at it and think, this is what I would drink most nights. And if that falls inside the package, then you might think, well, that package will work for me. But if it doesn't, because if the drink's $7.95 and your package is up to $6.95, they don't charge you £1 for that drink. They charge you $7.95 less 20% for having the package. So they still charge you like £6.50 quid, £6.40 for that drink. So it's a bit of trial and error, but don't buy it on the first day. Get on there, have a bit of a
Well, have a look at our website, because Paul's put a lot of drinks packages and drinks prices on for all different cruise companies. So again, just visit our website and you'll get all the P&O prices on there. And also we'll be updating that again when we go on in our Iona. I'm aware that times are ticking, and I appreciate everyone sticking around, and I don't want to miss anyone's questions here. Grace has said about going on a shop. Oh, you'll enjoy that then. Enjoy that. And Dave said each to their own. Exactly. And that's the beauty of cruising. There's a cruise ship out there for everyone. There's a beach resort out there for everyone. It's just doing your research.
And that's what David's saying there. Reading the newsletter.
Yeah,
that
you have to plan.
In your room. When you usually come back from your night out, I'm just in the old thing you go over again.
Pelican, it keeps going past.
You will have your daily planner in your room. So if you're not too sleepy, you can have a quick gander at that before the next morning.
Exactly. And what's the saying you said as soon as we seen the pelican?
A funny old bird is a pelican. His beak coats more than his belly can.
Yes. So we're gonna, I think, head off now. Kerry's asking, are all the coffees included and mocktails? Check our website out. Coffees, I'm not sure, but mocktails, yes.
Yes.
Check our website
which they will be,
because coffees are a funny thing, isn't it? Coffees can be more expensive.
They have got a big specialty coffee place in the atrium, haven't they, or whatever they call it in the atrium.
Yeah, they have, which was extra. But anyway, so thanks ever so much for joining us. We hope you found it useful. Safe journey home for us tomorrow. Yeah, flying home and we're gutted. But as I said before, we've been staying at the Verandah in Antigua. Elite Island's website is, I put it in the description below. Do check it out. We would thoroughly recommend. When we get home, we're going to put a full hotel and holiday review together, aren't we?
Yes.
So for our YouTube channel.
There won't be daily vlogs because, to be
No.
honest, like I said, we've been so relaxed. Our daily vlog would be, we had something to eat and then we let down.
Well, this was our break, wasn't it, from a little bit, and we've thoroughly enjoyed it, and everyone needs to have some. Someone messaged me, said everyone needs some downtime, and we've certainly recharged the batteries.
Oh, definitely.
And this resort is perfect for couples our age, perfect for families. So we definitely recommend. But anyway, we're going 15 minutes over. So let's just double check. Oh my gosh, some more things coming up. What you guys make us look forward to that
To
for
our
your
Christmas Caribbean cruise, yes.
And we've got Jerry saying, brilliant vlog, thanks guys, you're welcome, and catch you again soon. Yes, definitely. Now next week we'll be back to Thursday. What are you looking at?
Oh, so somebody saying hello.
Yeah.
So we're going now.
Yes.
So thank you ever so much, everybody, for joining us. We're so pleased that it all come together.
Yes, because we were worried that the Wi-Fi's been great for when we've been in our room.
Waffling on there.
Yes, but you've put me off my tracks now.
You haven't got no tracks. I was going to say goodbye. I was
Anyway,
going to have the last
I was wanted
word
to say, but
for
on
once.
Future Live.
Stay tuned to all our social media channels to find out about our future lives.
It will
Cheers
be.
and bye.
It'll be Thursday next week. Anyway, Paul's gone. Oh, I'm just here with the Pelicans.
See you at the bar.
Thanks, guys, for joining us. Make sure you give us a thumb up, and also if you leave us a comment, that'd be great too. Speak to you soon.